How's it going, everyone? Purple Slime 27 back with a new video. So here we are, Dark Souls Remastered. Uh, I'd assume a lot of you would know this game. It's built kind of a reputation for being pretty difficult. I'm not sure how the first original Dark Souls ranks on the scale of difficulty from Souls games now, but I say it's pretty solid. This actually isn't going to be my first time going through this game. You see, I have over 10 characters. So, hold on, let me see. So, this is a completed run. It's currently on New Game Plus. Same with this one, currently on New Game Plus. I finished that run too. Let's see, who else? I finished this, the Pyromancer, and then a challenge where I was trying not to roll. So, I've beaten it, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've beaten this game 5 times. And I'm just gonna say it now. I do have a couple mods. The main one being is better, I think it's called Better Bonfires off of Nexus, which, just from the very beginning, you can teleport to any bonfire you want. This is just a preference thing. I did beat the game completely legit, no mods, nothing. The first time around. The first time I ever played this game, I did. I beat it completely legit, no mods or anything. Just purely my skill and what I could do. So, there's that. I run mods now because it makes it a bit better and a bit more fun for me to get into and keep going for. And the other mod I can see, now if you've played the Dark Souls games before, or at least the first one, and with enough experience, you can tell something's wrong right off the bat with these stats. I have a mod that changed the starting classes, so they can be more fitted to do certain things. And I was honestly just too lazy to delete and reinstall the game so that it's not there anymore. But yeah, so I'm running that, so you won't really be able to follow this one-to-one if you're kind of trying to copy me and follow along with this playthrough. But I am... But I don't know how to word this. The way this game works, you can probably change your class, or change your levels to be very, very, very close to where I'm getting. Basically, I'm going to be going for like a battle mage type of thing. I hate using magic in this game. But if we're talking like using great magic weapon and maybe some soul arrows here and there, I'm good with that. I can probably finish a whole playthrough doing that, which is why I'm going to be doing the thief. I am going to try to be using a broadsword throughout the whole run, which is a pretty standard sword, not insane damage. Hopefully, some of the spells will get it up to that better damage. If not, I will find something off to switch off to. I have a few secondaries in mind, just in case the broadsword can't carry me through. Because even though I've beaten this game 5 times, I am not amazing at it. I am still not the best at all. So I'm going to be picking the Thief class. If you did not know, magic on this game runs off of intelligence. The broadsword, the weapon I'm going to be using, it requires 10 strength, 10 dexterity. You can see we have met the dexterity requirement at 15. We only have 4 strength. There is a mechanic in this game where if you don't have enough strength to wield a weapon, if you have, what is it? What? So let's say the requirement is 10. If you have at least 1.5 of that, I don't know how to say it, but if you divide it by 1.5, you'll get a number, and you can still wield the sword as long as you're holding it in 2 hands. So we have a strength of 4, which I believe means we need 6 or 7. I'm not going to do the math, but we need like 6 or 7 strength to 2-hand a 10 strength weapon, which is basically it. That's going to be it. I don't want to confuse any new people any further, so yeah, that's what we're doing. Thief, our gift. I'm going to do Black Firebomb. I'm going to use that for a boss later on. I'm not going to try to do too many skips and glitches, but some bosses can honestly be pretty annoying, and after my first playthrough where I did everything legit, I was just done at that point, so I'm trying to make it as easy as possible on myself. Just do very slim. I don't care about, some of the character creation stuff. This game wasn't amazing when it came to character creator, but, it's a decently older game, so their character creator wasn't that amazing yet. Let's see, name. You know, we'll just do... Oh, whoops. We'll just do purple slime because why not? So I think that should be about it. So without further ado, I'm just gonna get into it. Start the game with this character. I am gonna kind of skip the cutscenes. I don't know. I don't feel like watching them. I'm not too much into Dark Souls story. You know, I kind of know some of it, but you know, I'm kind of just here to play the game. So we do start off with a weapon, the straight sword hilt. This thing is garbage. You should not use it. Of course, people have done challenge runs. I encourage you to go watch some of them. If I had to recommend YouTubers that do challenge runs, Backlogs is an amazing one. He's just a great guy. His humor is good. The runs are always pretty good. There's another one named Zero Lenny. He makes some nice challenge runs. Let me see. I want to say there's another one that I watch. For specifically Dark Souls 1, I can't think off the top of my head. Okay, also for any new players, this is a bonfire. You can rest at your bonfire. Right now, we can level up, and resting at the bonfires will reset all enemies around and replenish your health. So we got a big door coming up right here, and we're going to meet a nice friend of mine, who we are not going to fight right now, even though I have the means to beat him. That is the Asylum Demon. We're going to avoid him. You are meant to do this, by the way. Unless you pick the Black Fire Bombs, or you just want to get through his, I believe, 1000 HP health bar doing 1 damage with your fist. Which I do not feel like doing, so we are not going to do that. And we get a weapon up here. This is our actual starting class weapon. This is our Bandit's Knife. Very good at backstabbing enemies, or if you're going to parry them. Because like it says in the description, it gets high critical rolls, which means it does a lot of damage for backstabs. It also has a bleed effect on it, meaning once we stack up enough damage on our enemies, the bleed effect will proc, and it will deal, I believe, 15% of their health. It'll immediately take it away. Okay, there's something else. I am medium rolling. That's a light roll. So there's different weights in this game. You can see, where is it? Right here, equip load. 10.3 out of 48. I believe if you are below 25%, you get this, a fast roll. If I put these gloves back on, this is a medium roll. It has less frames of invincibility, but you know, it's not terrible. Then there's something we call a fat roll. I can't do that because I don't have heavy enough armor, but basically you do a super long rolling animation. And this is our good friend Oscar, who's going to give us some things.
Oh, you. You're no Hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Yes, we will listen to what you have to say.
I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this.
Oh man, I skipped his dialogue. Sorry. So he gives us our Estus flags.
So well.
Oh.
I would hate to harm you after death.
And there's Oscar. Now, unfortunately, he has just succumbed to his injuries and he's gone. And he gave us this, our Estus flask. Filled with Estus at a bonfire, heals HP. Does exactly what it says on the tin. We use it, our HP will be regained. Also, if you are wondering, yes, I am using a mouse and keyboard. Now, if you're a bit familiar with the Soul series and what people say, you'll know that they usually hate they hate mouse and keyboard for these games. They always say it sucks. I'm not sure, because with the other games, Elden Ring, DS2, DS3, I 100% agree. You need to use a controller feels. But DS1, I just feel like it flows so much better with the mouse and keyboard. I hate controller on this game. It's the only one I will not play with it. And I've tried before. And I still just absolutely hate it. Alright, but here we go. Here's our good buddy Asylum Demon. And you get a plunge attack. You get a lot of sweet, sweet damage. And you just kind of squeeze next to him. Keep attacking. You can see the bleed effect coming into play right there. Took a big chunk of his health. There it is again. And very easy boss. A very nice little tutorial boss. But don't worry, it will start picking up eventually. So now we can get out of here and continue on our way. And basically what happens is a bird comes and snatches us, and it's going to take us to our kind of central hub area of the game. Welcome to Firelink Shrine. And this is our bonfire. We have enough souls, or basically the currency of this game, to level up. I'm going to put some points into strength, so that hopefully by the time I find it, I'm able to use the broadsword. So, but first, before we start venturing off and doing things, I'm going to go collect a few things around here. This is Petrus, our friend. We are not going to need him this playthrough. He sells miracles, which we will not be using. And up here, if you take a quick right, you'll have a couple loose change up here. Then if you head back down here, get a little bit of a secret, get a few chests. Right here, we're going to have some homeward bones. These will teleport you back to your last bonfire from anywhere. This, what is this? A Morning Star and a Talisman. Good weapon. Talisman is for miracles. Cracked red eye orbs. I believe those are an online thing mainly. Then over here we should have some Lloyd talismans. It says it limits Estus recovery, which I assume means in PvP you can stop people from healing, but that also includes you. And what it means for us is later on there will be a certain type of enemy that you can use those on, which, you know, just makes them a complete joke and they can't hurt you. So that's all the things I want to grab right now from Firelink. There's nothing else too important here. Let's see, we got some enemies up here. Not too big of a deal with this weapon. The bleed always kicks in after about 3 hits, meaning you can take them down pretty easy. Ouch. Come on, not this early. We can't have a death this early on. See there, I just parried him, which is mainly on this shield. It has an ability where, you know, it's better at parrying than the other ones. We got his pants. I'm going to go get that item down there right now. Just gonna clear these guys out first before they cause a problem. And come on, buddy, head down. There you go. And now we can go down there and grab it. Just make a quick jump over here, don't die. And over here should be a rare Ring of Sacrifice. Or no, just a normal Ring of Sacrifice. That'll basically make it so that we will not lose our souls when we die, which will be useful. Later on at one specific point, some of you may know what I'm talking about. It's pretty late game, so you won't see it for a while, for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about. Over here should just be some more loose change. Yep. And over here off to the left, we're going to have a rat, and I believe some humanities. Nope, just more pocket change. That door is a shortcut over there. We can unlock that later, but again, that's kind of later in the game. We're not going to worry about it right now. And here we are at the Undead Parish. Undead Burg. I don't know what I'm saying. You know, we just got a few easy enemies to clear out over here. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna keep in the video. At this point in me playing, the whole thing's just kind of a walking simulator between bosses. You know, I'll explain things here and there, but some stuff might be sped up or just cut out entirely. We got a couple more enemies up here. We got a crossbow guy shooting at us. So we'll just clear this out, and there's a bonfire going to be coming up right here. Oh, there it is. So these, I've already explained it, but these are your save points, basically. Can't go wrong sitting at a bonfire. I'm going to try to get myself up to 10 strength before I level up anything else. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, chill, chill. Alright, let's keep going. I'm gonna have a couple dudes in here. Oh, I swear I dodged. Let's get you out of the way. You can't go through that door now. That will be used later, though. There are a lot of early shortcuts that you can see, but you can't use. In here, we should have a few extra black fire bombs. Yep, there we go. Up these stairs, we should have a small group of 3 enemies. We got this guy throwing fire bombs at us. Get him out of the way. The thief spawned with the master key. My class spawned with the master key, so I can open some various doors throughout the world without needing to find their appropriate keys. You got some gold pine resin in here. Will be very useful for some boss fights. Got a crossbow guy up here. I'm just gonna get him out of here so he's not bothering us. We got a shield guy. We can just ask him to please kindly put down his shield. And sometimes he does not always like to do it. And now his buddy's getting stuck on him. Come on. There you go. Now we'll deal with you. There he goes. That guy. And then up here, one of their other buddies is going to kick down a flaming barrel at us. That caught me off guard my first time around. It didn't kill me, but you know, he got pretty close and it scared the crap out of me. Ooh, what do you give us? I got his pants again. And alright, before we head through that fog gate, we're going to break this. We have a crystal lizard. We won't really need these guys, but they are very useful for special weapons, which as you can see need Twinkling Titanite, which is an upgrade material, but it also Titanite chunk. We can actually use those. So I know I just said there's going to be a boss over here, but you can't see him right now. But before we do that, we're going to go take care of these bros up here. They were basically going to shoot down at us during the course of the fight and be very annoying to deal with. Let me just check how long I've been recording real quick. 20 minutes. Might make this first video about 30 minutes long. See if I can hit the first like major boss. There he is. There's the big bridge guy. We're gonna run away. Great music for this one, by the way. A lot of the bosses have amazing music. I'm gonna try to do as many bosses as I can. There's like one I could possibly miss just because I always forget to fight him. And right here we can do another plunging attack on this guy, just like his buddy. He's got a big weapon he's going to be trying to hit us with, but he's kind of slow. I'm surprised it still hit me. I'm I'm really surprised it's hitting her. I'm trying to get the bleed. There it goes. Would you mind not? Please and thank you. Okay. Distracted him. I'm just gonna hop back up and plunge attack him again. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. We're good. Alright. Coming down. I could probably finish him off, but I'm gonna play this safe. Jump right over us. Let's get back here. We should be safe. He shouldn't hit me. And there he goes, swing and a miss. And now dive bomb. There we go. Taurus is down. Pretty easy boss. Another slight tutorial. Let's see, do we get the honor of having his weapon drop for us? We do not. Now we'll just run across here. And we're going to meet a nice friend of mine. There he is. Say hello to Solaire.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. Do you find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time. Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
And there was my buddy Solaire. So he gives us the soapstone, which is mainly an online item. Well, kind of. It does have its use in single player, which would be you can summon some NPCs you meet along your journey to help you in boss fights. But multiplayer, you know, you can summon your friends in to help you with stuff too. And yeah, Solaire's a pretty nice guy. We will see more of him in the future. We're just going to come down, kick the slider, and as you can see, this connects right back down to our old bonfire. That was something this game was really good at, was the worlds reconnecting back on themselves. Also right here, you can see I now have my requirements, both that I want for my weapon to one-hand it, and I'm putting some levels into attunement. Attunement is going to give us attunement slots, and those slots basically say how many spells that we can hold and use. And I have used all my souls that I can possibly right now. So we're gonna head back up, and we have I believe it's considered a drake, not a dragon. I've had that drilled into my head from a lot of videos. It is a drake, not a dragon, but I believe because it does not have two front, I guess you could say limbs, paws. It has just two back legs and a wing. And wings, which makes it not a dragon, but a drake. So we're gonna wait here. He's gonna get a little bit irritated with us and jump down, and we're just gonna run by him. Hopefully, that's the plan. Oh, come on, there he goes. Alright, he's down on the bridge, and we're just gonna sneak right under him. As you can see, there's a bonfire right there, nice and waiting for us. Now we are at the Undead Parish. And Mr. Drake flies away, and we're good. So we're heading over to the next boss area and the location where I'm going to get my weapon that I'll hopefully use for the rest of the run. If you would mind, get out of my way, sir. So I have a little path I like to take through here. This is usually probably not the path a brand new player would take, as you wouldn't know about this. And I recommend kind of discovering the path that you should take, because, you know, it'll give you a bit of a different experience. We're going to come through here before he can close the gate on us. And we're pretty safe. One made it through. But that's alright. You can still pretty easily get him down. And what? Oh, no, no, no. Don't open it again. Hey, we got a longsword from him. Cool. Well, now all of them are going to come through. Oh, I should get out of here. I'm just going to try to, as carefully as I can, clear them out. Oh, don't hit me. Try to close this gate. Here we go, just clear them out one by one. Where are you going, bud? There we go. I'm surprised the shield guy followed me in. He usually doesn't follow you in here. Then again, you usually don't accidentally open the gate like an idiot like me. So let's just be careful over here. We are going to have a little guy waiting for us around this corner. So we're just going to sneak up very quietly. And good night. Does he drop anything nice for us? Nothing. Hopefully, I was hoping maybe we could get a sword, because it's even better than the one I wanted to use. But that's fine. That's alright. We got these guys back here. One down. Two down. We got this guy over here shooting bolts at me. And he's down too. Okay, now we are going to head over here. This is the location of our next bonfire. So just checking my time, we're at about 27 minutes. I'm going to try to do the next major boss, and then I'll probably end the video there. But we'll see what happens. Also, you can hear a little faint metal tinking right now. That is another good friend of mine who we are gonna see a few times throughout this whole run. This is my good buddy Andre. I forgot to let his dialogue play out. Oh well, he's a blacksmith. He's gonna upgrade our weapons and such. And yeah, that's basically his whole thing. But he is also the one who sells the weapon we're gonna be using. There it is, the broadsword. 1,000 souls, not too much. I'm also gonna buy a Titanite shard from him. I'm gonna buy 2 actually. Meaning I can already upgrade my broadsword to +1. And here we go. Let me see. If I use some of my spare change, I might be able to upgrade it again. Reinforced weapon, broadsword. Yep, there we go. Broadsword +2. Not too shabby. Also, while I'm here, I am going to equip some couple things. Alluring skull, that'll distract enemies, and our gold pine resin, which will up some of the damage our weapon can do. So here's our broadsword. We are currently mid-rolling. I do not like that. We'll take off the shield. I'm not going to use it for this fight anyways, and we are now light rolling. Okay. So I'm going to try to go into this, just kind of guns a-blazing, and hope it doesn't go too bad. It probably will, but hopefully not. I'm really hoping that this broadsword puts in some good work for me, because I do not really have the spells and stuff I should be using. Honestly, if I was playing this how I played it the first time around, I just grinded until I was able to get this sword up to +5, which is, you know, the max level you can get it at this point in the game. You can see this thing's doing quite a bit more damage each hit than our dagger was ever doing. And once we head in here, we're going to have a big scary guy try to fight us. Don't worry, he's not bad once you know how to fight him. Very big, very slow, you can stagger him. And he's gone. Pick up this Firekeeper Soul. We will use that later. Not right now. You'll see what it's for, though. We're going to have this little elevator. Let me see if I can get in, get out. Nice. We're going to try to distract this guy. There he goes. We're going to run up here. We're going to throw another one of these to get all these guys to just, you know, kind of clear out. They will miss. They are very slow. Their chance of hitting you is very low, thankfully. And that was actually a pretty clean run through. I never usually get through there that fast. And we are going to have another little fog wall. We'll just step through here. The boss is not here yet, but you'll see it soon enough. We're going to get this gold pine resin on. If you did not know, this guy, he is very weak to lightning. We're going to try not to die. I don't know how that hit me. Ooh, I even cut off his tail. Ooh, and the first one's that. As you can see, another man has joined the fray. He's not going to be too difficult. He likes to stay back and spit fire, which gives us perfect opportunities to just have at him. And he's not going to cause us too many issues. So there you go. Those are the bell gargoyles. Ooh, we even got a drop. So we got the axe, nice weapon, and the halberd. You know what? Thinking about it, I might use those because I believe my whole strategy of using magic spells should still work on that. Let me actually just check this real quick. Ooh, I can. So here's an example of the thing. Can you see that X over the gargoyle's halberd right now? That's the you are not able to wield this because you do not have the right stats. But if you can see, as soon as we two-in-hand it, boom, we are able to now wield it. So I'm considering maybe actually using this thing. If not, I'll just go back to the broadsword. Also, this is a part of the mod. This bonfire is usually not there. That bonfire does not appear in the normal game, but it's there now. So I'm thankful for that because this place usually wastes a homeward bone to go all the way back to where you were. But we're going to go up here and activate a pretty important part to the story and progression of the game, which is ringing the first bell of awakening. So there it goes. So we need to ring 2 of those to progress to the next major area of the game. But for now, we're going to go back down. We're going to spend our levels. And maybe I can go get a couple other things I need. So this is the Firekeeper Soul that we had grabbed. Use that to reinforce your Estus Flask. Reinforcing your flask basically means I'm upgrading the amount it will heal me every time I use it. So we're going to get 10 attunement. You see over here on the right, attunement slots that we're going from 0 to 1. We can now officially hold 1 spell to be able to use. So let me just check. I have the wiki open on a different page. The thing I want to use, which is Magic Weapon, I only need 10 intelligence for it. Same thing with also an offensive spell that I'm going to be picking up at some point. And 15 is the next landmark for intelligence. So, you know what, we'll just put the points into it now, and then we can start messing around with our vitality and our endurance later. So we're going to do that. Let me see. Oh, I know. Let's talk to this guy. I'm not going to use him at all. I just use it for the funny gesture. which I guess you could equate them to being basically emotes. This is, well, that's it. Which, you know, can be kind of toxic if used in a PvP setting, but at the same time, very funny, if you ask me. So I'm just going to go head over back to Andre the Blacksmith, because I'm going to be exploring a little bit around this area in the next episode, because I need to, for something I'm going to be grabbing. But yeah, I'm at about, let's see, I'm at about 35 minutes for recording this. I'm probably going to leave this video unedited because, you know, first video of the series. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. For you Dark Souls vets, I hope I'm not doing too bad and I'm not making you completely cringe out of bad gameplay. And for those of you new to this game, I hope you're enjoying it. I thoroughly recommend the game, but we'll get to that. We'll get to my review at the end of the series. But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end the first episode. So pretty decent progress, I'd say, for 35 minutes getting to the first spell. Nothing compared to speedrunners, of course, but I say for me, that's still pretty good. But with all that said and done, I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this new series, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.